Hello, so my name is Kathy and this video is to share my story or my why about Beachbody coaching, being a coach, a health and fitness coach. It started about 4 years ago. I have primarily been a stay-at-home mom since our 14-year-old son was born in October. He was due in September. He wasn't actually born till early October 2003. So he was late. He was born via C-section. And soon, about a year after he was born, a little bit before then, we started trying to have another child. We wanted a lot of kids, or at least a few kids, close in age, and we got pregnant again pretty quickly, and then ended up having our first miscarriage, which totally rocked our world, my world. I knew it could happen. I was so surprised. I was so devastated. And that grief and that processing of that loss, that early first trimester loss, ended up throwing me into fitness. I had not gotten back to my pre-pregnancy weight at that point, though I had grown up a dancer. I was not super active during our pregnancy with Sean, during that first pregnancy, and I ended up, like I said, working through my grief, through finding fitness, getting back into shape, losing weight. At that point, I did it through calorie counting and doing a lot of walking around our neighborhood until one of my fellow mom friends, first-time mom friends, I was in a play group that I joined when Sean was 3 months old. She found a local fitness center that had free childcare. So when our son was 15 months old, I started going there because they had free childcare, and it was great socialization for him as a toddler. So 1 hour a day for me and 1 hour a day for him. And I hadn't been there very long when they commented on and noticed that I was picking up the moves and the routines really quickly, that I had really great form, and that was my background in dance. And invited me to train to become a fitness instructor, a certified group fitness instructor. And at that point, like I said, I think I mentioned already that I was a stay-at-home mom, that my husband Bob and I, college sweethearts, we live in Illinois. We went to the University of Illinois. We met our senior year. We had decided when we got engaged and got married that when we had children that I was going to be a stay-at-home mom, that made sense for us, and we planned our life that way. We bought our first 2-bedroom Georgian home based only on Bob's salary the last year that I was working in my chosen field of leisure studies, Parks and Recreation Management. I do have a master's degree in that. Anyway, we banked my salary that last year to prepare for me to be a stay-at-home mom. So fast forward, going to these fitness classes, they tapped me to become an instructor. They trained me, so I ended up becoming a certified and ACE, American Council on Exercise, ACE certified group fitness instructor. So that was 2005. So what's that, like 12, 13 years ago? I got certified by May of 2006. I've been certified ever since. I teach a regular group fitness class 1 day a week, and then I sub as needed. And then we went on to have ultimately a baby girl. So after that miscarriage, we had 2 more losses in that year between December 2004 and November 2005, which was so hard. We went on, ended up using assisted reproductive technology, IVF and frozen embryo transfer. After many unsuccessful tries at pregnancy on our own, we ended up conceiving a baby girl, Molly, who was born and died in April 2008. She had rare and severe heart defects. And then miraculously in 2009, we ended up having another baby, our daughter Abigail, on our own, who was our bookend, our wonderful, wonderful rainbow baby. And all throughout that time, I always came back to fitness to help me cope with my grief and loss, struggling with secondary infertility and loss. And when the kids were young and in preschool, and that going to this fitness place and teaching and working out every day worked really well with our life and my schedule, socialization for the kids and me. However, as they got older, it seemed that if I was not teaching a class, I would rather be home getting stuff done. And so the efficiency of going to a gym, going to a group fitness place was not working for me. It was just taking too much time. And so I was going less and less. So in April 2004, I was on Facebook and I saw a post from a good friend of mine, Sarah, who I had met through a MOPS group, Mothers of Preschoolers, a faith-based Christian group for moms to connect with other moms who wanted to find support in connecting with other moms to share about our faith. And it was a wonderful, wonderful group that I was part of for many years. I was a small group leader. Sarah and I were actually at the same table in the same group. So anyway, I saw a post from Sarah about a program called 21 Day Fix that she said you could lose like 10 pounds in 3 weeks. And I was like, yeah, because I was perpetually struggling to lose that last 10 to 15 pounds. So I reached out to her, and it ended up being that my first program ended up being Focus T25 with Shaun T, which was amazing. She said that she knew I was a group fitness instructor, might want something a little bit more challenging. She also introduced me to Shakeology, which I had never, ever been a shake person. I'd never tried Slim Fast. I'd never had a protein shake in my life. So I was skeptical in the beginning. I was like, I like to chew my food. But I trusted Sarah, and I believed in her and what she believed in. And so I ordered Shakeology along with T25 as part of a challenge pack. My husband and I started right away doing T25 and drinking Shakeology. We grew to love Shakeology very quickly and how it made us feel, what it did for us. I stopped taking a multivitamin. I didn't need it anymore with that daily dense dose of superfood nutrition. Loved the workouts, loved the efficiency of getting them done at home, loved a new routine of getting up and spending time with my husband, being healthy. And it was a game changer. And being me, I've always shared openly about my life, my struggles and my joys, and the programs and products that I loved. So when I got started with Beachbody and T25 and Shakeology, I naturally shared about it on Facebook, and then people in my life wanted to know what I was doing. So I started telling them, and ultimately was referring them to Sarah, and Sarah was like, you know, you could be making money off of this, and you could pay it forward, and you could help people if you become a coach. And so I did. And I knew that it fit really well with what I was already doing as a group fitness instructor, and I had actually done versions of accountability groups on my own in the past. I used to do a Google Doc for my sister and some friends leading up to her wedding when we were all trying to get in shape and lose weight, and we would check in every day and share what was working for us, what we were struggling with. I also had done something like that on my blog. I've been a blogger for over 10 years. I started writing a blog in 2007 when we were doing our first round of IVF. So again, it's always been natural for me to share about my life and invite people to join me in what's working for me. So again, coaching was a natural fit for me. I jumped right in. I hit the ground running. I started building a team, met some of the most incredible people I've ever known in my life, the most positive people who care about being fit and healthy, care about the importance of a positive mindset. And I never looked back. And I had some fast success in the beginning, which was really validating and exciting. I got to take trips paid for, that I earned, but paid for by Beachbody to Cancun. I got to take my husband, our first all-inclusive resort. We went on a cruise. Most recently this year, we got to take our kids to Riviera Maya on a trip. So there's just so many opportunities, and disclaimer, you know, none of that is guaranteed. We have to earn some of these perks through our work. And this business, like anything else in life, works if you work it. And I struggle with consistency as others do. So I have had highs and lows with the success of my business, and I'm okay with that. I know that when I am focused and I am consistent, I will be more successful. And when I choose not to be that way because life gets in the way, and that's reality, that's okay too. And so my husband has a very successful job. He's an accountant at a law firm, and provides well for our family. So this has always been, I guess I should say, more of a hobby for me. I certainly in the beginning was all in and kind of, you know, was chasing the dream of being a super successful coach and keeping it real, keeping it honest. Right now, that's not where I'm at. My son just graduated from 8th grade, and is heading into high school. My daughter's going into 3rd grade. My life is very busy, and I have not been prioritizing this business as much as I have at other times, but I do have a good work-life balance, and I love knowing that at any time I can ramp this up by focusing more, inviting more, doing more of what I know works to be successful in this business. So I just want to put that out there, that there are a lot of different ways to make this business work for you. And I know there's another post that somebody shared about kind of the different approaches to the business. You can do it for the discount, which makes sense, to save money on your Shakeology. You can do it as a hobby. And I know for me, kind of at this point in my life, that's kind of where I'm at, that I know I will never give this up because my life is so amazing and so much better for it. I love paying it forward. I love helping my longtime clients and the coaches on our team to be accountable, to celebrate with them their success in health and fitness, and to also stay with them and help them cope through the struggles, and find meaning and find joy in the journey. And I also know that if and when I want to ramp it back up again and be more successful and make it more of a full-time gig, that I have that option and that opportunity. So wherever this finds you, thank you for watching. If you have any questions, you can comment or message me. If I'm not your coach or the person who invited you to learn more about the coaching opportunity, I encourage you to reach out to them. I can't say enough about what a game changer coaching in Beachbody and being part of this team of people who care about health and fitness and living our best lives has meant to me. So again, thank you for watching. I hope you have a wonderful day. You can do this wherever this finds you, whether or not you become a coach, one day at a time, one step at a time, one healthy choice at a time. You can do this. Believe in yourself like I believe in you, and have a wonderful day.